All right, so it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring and give you guys my opinion about what's happening in the stock market in the last couple of days, why we're seeing the sell-off, what I'm doing with my money, and why everybody's freaking the hell out. Now go back and read the title for this video. I bet you read that wrong. And I know why. It's because everyone is panicking, everyone is panic selling, and this came about the Netflix earnings. I guess they missed it, but it wasn't even by that much, guys. They missed the number of subscribers that they were projecting to get the last quarter. Diminished a little bit, and everybody was freaking out. Now, we already knew this market was overbought and overpriced. We already knew that, guys, going into this week. Now, this week is earnings, and everybody's freaking out, afraid that their favorite tech companies are not going to be able to, meet their earnings expectations. This all started, like I said, with Netflix. And then we have one of the biggest finance YouTubers, if not the biggest finance YouTuber, me, Kevin, selling completely out of his stock portfolio, just like that, thinking that what's coming up next in the next couple months is going to be complete chaos in the market. Of course, everyone is following suit and everyone is selling out of their positions, even though these tech companies like Microsoft today beat earnings, guys. This makes no sense whatsoever. Look at this. Microsoft is down 3% for today, which makes no sense, guys, because it's a great company. They got lots and lots of revenue, lots of sales, a great PE ratio and all that. So, which leads me to believe that this is just consumer sentiment in the stock market right now is very, very bearish. It doesn't matter which companies beat their earnings this week, guys. We are still going to see a decrease in prices, a decrease in the stock market going down. Now, these are some of the companies right here that are going to be reporting earnings this week. Johnson & Johnson also beat their earnings this week as well. That's my biggest position in my portfolio. And McDonald's is one of the biggest positions in my portfolio as well. But guys, I mean, a lot of people worry about Tesla right here. They probably worry about, I know they worry about Robinhood for sure, but they also worried about Apple. This is why we've seen the NASDAQ go down 5-10% in the last couple of days. We knew some tech companies like Square, Zoom, and others were overpriced during the pandemic, guys. But these companies like Microsoft and Apple, these companies are companies that have basic fundamentals and great products, and they can afford to increase their prices during inflation, guys. And people will still go back and buy their products and all that. So I don't see why everyone is so worried about Apple and Microsoft and all that beating their earnings. I'm pretty sure they are going to beat their earnings. We already know that 3M beat their earnings today as well. So what's happening in the stock market this week, guys, is unprecedented, and there's no place to hide, guys. Look at this. Google is down almost 3%. Amazon almost 4% down. There are some companies you can move your money into, and if you're already not invested in them, like ExxonMobil, Chevron, Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and more. Even IBM is beating the stock market at this time. But let me tell you something, guys. If you're a smart investor, you invest in blue chip, high value companies like the ones I just mentioned. Now, this was for today, but in the last week, there has been no place to hide, guys. I'm sure that almost everyone out there, their portfolio took a hit. When we look at my portfolio, you can see that I took a hit this week of $1,869 or 2%. Overall, I'm still winning. I'm still up 67%. And my strategy has not changed. I'm investing in high value companies, blue chip companies that continue to give me that dividend income that I need every single month. I take the free money that I get for doing nothing, right? Passive income from these blue chip companies that I'm invested in, and I just reinvest it right back into my portfolio. Now on this channel, I analyze new companies coming through the stock market, and I give them a rating, and I'll let you guys know if I'm investing on them or not. But if you can see right here, I'm less than $1,000 invested in these brand new companies that hadn't yet to be proven in the stock market, which, by the way, IPO has been doing terrible for the last year or so. If you want to follow my investing journey and want to see what positions I have on my dividend portfolio and IPO portfolio, you can always join my Patreon. The link is going to be in the description. All right, so overall, guys, what should you be doing? You should be doing the same thing that I'm doing in DCA, dollar cost average down onto these great companies and positions that you know you're going to be holding for the next 10, 15, 20 years. It doesn't matter what the stock market is doing right now at this time. Who cares if it goes down 30, 40, 50%? There'll be more buying opportunities and more chances for you guys to grow your pies. That way, when it bounces back up, which we know is going to, right? Then your gains are that much sweeter. Like Warren Buffett have always said, if you're not thinking about holding a company for 10 years, don't think about holding it for 10 minutes, you know? So that is the way you should be investing. It doesn't matter what the stock market is doing right now. The only two prices that matter is the price that you bought at and the price that you're going to be selling at. So never sell below the price you pay for it. Now we have several things that are going on right now that are driving this market down, guys. Number one, we got this possible conflict with Russia and then invading Ukraine and Crimea, right? And number two, we have inflation, which is out of control at 7%. The Fed might be coming out tomorrow and saying that they're going to start tapering and maybe hiking the rates, maybe half a point or maybe a quarter of a point starting in March. Number three, we have all these new investors that flooded the market when, whenever the steamy went out a couple of times, and they new investors, they don't know, they haven't been through recessions, they don't have the experience, so they are panic selling, right? Calling their hedge fund managers and all that, saying sell, 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 right? Number four, we have this massive demand for products, right? But there's this blockage in the supply chain. That's why, car prices have gone up like almost 30%, and we have home prices going off the roof and all that. So there's a lot more than just, people panic selling, guys. So it's a lot of things that are driving the stock market down. Will it continue to go down? Will it bottom out? We don't know yet. Is this the bottom or is it just the beginning of the end, guys? We don't know. That's why sometimes the best thing to do is to do nothing. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. But more important than that, make sure you take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rickosaurus the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever known, ya. I think you build your house, your money, leave you broke, son.